Italics, the Italian-American magazine.
Now let's go to Tony and Tina's Wedding, the controversial off-Broadway spoof on Italian-American weddings. We'll meet and talk with some of the actors about the show and the images of Italian-Americans which they parody in the production.
There's another guy coming with a camcorder. You guys might be out of a job tonight, you know? I'm sorry.
I got these guys on TV. I don't want no boost from you guys.
No.
You guys trying to show me up over here? It's fine.
Turn around. Giants!
Got a bunch of hands over here. Look at these hands, Tate. These guys are nuts. That's me.
The audience is very much a part of this show. From the moment the limousine pulls up at the curb in front of the church with the groom and bridal party. The crowd in attendance automatically become the relatives and wedding guests, as you'll see from these scenes here at the church and in those that follow at the reception hall. It all started as a comic spoof by students at Hofstra University, who are now known as the production company Artificial Intelligence. A funny idea developed into what is now a hilarious off-Broadway satire, with several companies of actors that will soon perform in various cities.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Would you please welcome, for the first time together as man and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Anthony Angela Manziotto!
Now, folks, what we're going to do here, you're all going to help me out with this thing. Take that glass of champagne, everybody, put it in your hands, get up off your little behinds, and point it towards Tony and Tina. Everybody, we're going to do something special here.
You haven't had a little behind a long time.
All right. Now, Tony, Tina, this is my toast. It's a quote from one of my favorite poems. One stanza. This is in honor of this beautiful thing he's done here today. Goes like this. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, baby.
Larry, my friend, that blew me away.
Thanks, buddy.
On behalf of the Italics, the Dominicos, and I like husband Vito. He's now with me now.
Yeah, that was excellent, man. Yo, Tony T, I got one too, man. Listen up. Oh yeah. All right. Wherever you go, there you are, man.
Very righteous, Mike. Now, we got one more toast.
Now, your involvement in the show, I've seen the show, of course, with all of you in it, and you're so close to the audience. What is that like? I know that your own personalities come through, and it certainly must be different than the original people because it's so much of yourself in the show.
Right.
What is that like? I'd like you to talk about that, creating these characters out of your own fiber and out of also the structure that they've given you.
Well, it's for an actor, it's just, you know, a joy to be able to work in this sort of atmosphere. You know, it's not traditional acting, as you said. It's audience participation. We actually intermingle with the audience, which makes it so much more fun to build a character. They give you, the audience gives you things to work off of, and to help you create who you are and what you are to that person. You know, it's a really great experience.
Once they come out of the church, or once they come into the church, they're automatically a part of the family, which makes it so interesting, you know? Like somebody will come up to you and say, Tina, oh my God, you cut your hair. Why did you cut your hair? I cut your hair so nice, you know?
Everyone gets into the act.
Yeah. They give you a lot to work off of, you know, which is so exciting.
The nice part is that you do bring yourself to the role. I mean, I was given a character and he does such and such a thing at such and such a time in the wedding, but I bring it and make it my own, and that was the beauty of it, that it was not like I had to like copy what he did. It just evolved into this new character.
Yeah.
We have a great amount of freedom in what we choose to do with our characters.
Yes, I was going to ask that because in seeing this show, I realized that so many variables come into play.
Oh, yeah.
The audience, of course, is, like you say, reacting differently. Each audience has got to be different.
Yeah.
And do you have the freedom to recreate little skits and bits and things as you go along? How much of it is structure, and how much have you been free to create?
Certain things are supposed to happen at certain times. We go off of music cues, you know, like Tony and Tina say their vows, the cutting of the cake, you know, grandma falls, whatever, you know, whatever. But
we follow a timeline, but throughout that timeline, we have that freedom to create new things. You know, I've done things in my first few weeks of the show that I don't do anymore. You know, I've learned to develop different things that work better for my character, and are just more fun. But there's things that, you know, I've used throughout, you know, that just make Tony Tony, and each character, you know, their own.
Yeah. And even in the context of the individual improv that we were given and that we have to do every night, there's just an outcome that we have to fulfill. But how we do it we can make up, and it can be different every night, just as long as it ends up the same way.
It's an objective that we have as a group to reach as a whole in the end. But on our course to that objective, we can use different paths. We can follow different paths, you know, which makes it interesting. Each show is different, you know. Each show can be very different.
What kind of reactions have you gotten to the show? I'll tell you, I was sitting at a table with 3 or 4 other people who I didn't know, and 2 of them were Italian and 2 of them were tourists from out of town, and the reactions were very different. So I'm wondering what kind of reactions you might have gotten. Maybe we can talk about them, because sometimes they're controversial.
When I first started doing the show, I thought, well, how are Italian Americans going to react to the show? Are they going to be offended because it is a spoof? It is a parody. And I was really amazed that almost without exception, most Italian Americans love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear people say, this is just like my Uncle Vito's way. You know, this is so real, it's, you know, it's unbelievable.
And,
you know, comments like that.
Right.
And they really enjoy the show. There's no offense taken, because none is really given.
Right.
There's nothing that we're doing that is a put down.
Well, it is a parody, after all.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a parody and a show.